What's going on, everybody? It's Eric Rayweather back here, helping you take your game to the next level. And today, what I want to show you guys is a mini scheme out of the tight double zone formation. This is one of my favorite formations in Madden 17, and something I've used quite a bit this year. So this is in a few playbooks, but it's best out of the Steelers or Patriots playbook, and that's because those are the only two playbooks with the play pivot fork, which is one of, if not the best plays in the formation. Now to set it up, all we want to do is drag the inside left guy, which is Pierre Garçon here. Now against a basic style cover 2, Tampa 2, we can hit this deep post, pass lead it inside, always possession catch it so that we get down and don't take hits. Now we can also hit the drag route, rat catch it, go up the field. Now he dropped it there, but as you can see it was open, so no need to show you that again. If they're playing underneath, hard flats, we can still hit that deep post, but now what we can also do is hit this corner route to Jordan Reed for a huge gain, and we'll score off that. But that's because the cornerback is going to jump down to play the drag route instead of dropping back to play the corner route. Now switching up quickly to a cover 3, we can still hit this deep post against a cover 3, which is why I really like this play. Just pass lead it inside, and again, possession catch to get down. He'll always get in front of that free safety. So that's one reason I really like this play, is because you can hit the deep post against both cover 2 and cover 3. And you also have the drag against cover 3 as well, and you can take that upfield for a nice gain. Now if they're playing man, this is when we can take advantage of this speed in route from Deshaun Jackson. As most of you probably know, this is a real glitchy route this year. It gets huge separation against man. So if we see man, that's the first thing we want to look to take advantage of. Also against man, we're going to have the corner route, which is going to get pretty decent separation from Jordan Reed because it's unbumpable, as you can see. And also we can hit the drag against man, but I don't need to show that because that's pretty self-explanatory. Now let's switch up to the next play in this mini scheme, which is going to be Z-Spot. This is another very good play. What I like to do is fade the outside right guy, Jamison Crowder, and then the inside left guy, Pierre Garçon. I like to put him on an end. Now against your standard cover 2s with cloud flats, you can always hit this running back route here. Now he dropped it, of course, but you can see how open he was. I'll throw it again. This is a really good route against anything that's not a hard flat. You pretty much need a hard flat out there to defend that. Also against cover 2, we can hit this little short in route, which is going to have a lot of space there. And then I'm going to show you the deep in route, which we can also hit. But this is a little bit more of a timing throw. You got to wait for it, and then I like to possession catch that just to be safe and get down. Now, if they're playing underneath with the hard flats, that's going to take away the running back table route there, but we're going to again have the corner wide open when they do this for a big play, as you can see. So if you're looking on that side of the field, you just have to pretty much read what the cornerback's doing. Now against a cover 3, this running back route's going to be even more open. We can take that up the field for a first down there. And then again, we're going to have our in routes here. Have Pierre Garçon right there, pick up about 7-8 yards. And then we're going to also have the deep in route to Deshaun Jackson. Again, we just got to wait for him to get in that space and then get a possession catch. Now against man defense, we're going to have the corner route to Jordan Reed, just like on the last play. Gets good separation against man for a first down, and then a little bit extra. We will also have both of the in routes against man. I'm just going to show you the one against Garçon because they're self-explanatory. They both work the same way. They're just at different depths of the field. Now, switching up into the next play here. Let's just pick our defense first. Start with the cover 2 as always. Now, the next play is going to be the cross wheels. Now, this play is just especially good against cover 2. Against cover 3 and man, it's not the greatest. You'll have an option, but this is something I typically like to use more when I'm expecting cover 2, which you're going to see a lot this year because that's what most people stay in is cover 2. Now to set this up, I like to block the running back, I like to drag the tight end, and I like to streak the inside left guy, Garçon. Now against cover 2, you'll see once Deshaun Jackson passes his guy, you just want to leave this to the sideline, and he's going to have an open spot there. Now Cousins overthrew it, so I'm going to show you again. As he passes his guy, you just want to lead it. And he overthrew it again, but you can see that he's open. I'll throw it until he catches it, just so you can see that this isn't BS. But Cousins just can't seem to give me a good pass. There we go, and that's the pass you're looking for, and that's a touchdown. So, perfect. Now, also against cover 2, you're going to have Jordan Reed on his drag route. You know, drag routes a popular route. It's a safe throw this year. Picks up 3 to 5 yards pretty much on almost anything. Now, against cover 3, against man, you're not really going to be able to hit a lot of these routes. You can always hit your Jordan Reed route there. So that's basically all you can do against man, because this little deep post by Crowder here, it doesn't really get too open unless you kind of switch up the hot routes a little bit, but we like to keep everything consistent. So this is a play I typically like to use when I'm expecting cover 2, just to pop them down the sideline for a nice gain. And if worse comes to worse, I dump it down to the drag. Now for the next play we're going to look at is bench. Now bench is pretty self-explanatory. I'm sure most people have run this play this year and know how it works, but just if you have this in your formation, it's definitely something you should utilize, because it's such a safe, effective play. So mainly against cover 2s, you just read it. You know, if the cornerback's dropping back, we want to dump it underneath to the out routes. If they're playing a hard flat underneath, which I'm going to do this play, then you're going to have your corner routes wide open like that. I didn't lead that to the sideline enough, so let me do it one more time. I kind of led that up the field, which was my mistake there. You want to lead this to the sideline like so, and as you can see, we get a touchdown. So same thing, you know, if you're seeing a cover 3, you're going to pretty much dump it to the out routes, because cover 3s do a pretty good job at defending corners this year, so you're not really going to have the corners too much. And also, if they play man, obviously you have the out routes. Out routes are really good against man this year. And you have this on both sides of the field, so that's what makes it so good. Now, another way I like to run bench that not a lot of people do, but it's a good little, you know, way to switch it up, is you can drag both of these outside guys instead of having them on out routes. And it works the same way. It's just a high-low. So if the cornerbacks are playing back, you dump it down to the drags like so. Just like the out routes. It's just you wait a little bit longer because they're crossing. Now if they're playing underneath, same thing. You're going to have the corner routes. It's going to be the exact same way as doing it with out routes. You're just switching it up a little bit. You know, same thing against a cover 3 or against man. You know, the drags are pretty much going to beat everything but a hard flat. And in those situations where you have hard flats, you're going to be able to hit the corners. So that's a good little wrinkle to throw in there just to mix it up a little bit. Now we're going to move on to another very good play, which is the flood drive. Now this is going to be a deep pass audible, a quick audible, so you don't ever have to come out in this play. You can just access it from your audibles. Now all I like to do here is block the running back, and I like to slant the outside left guy, which is Jackson, and I like to motion snap him. Now against cover 2s, we're going to always have the drag, of course, right there from Crowder, and then we can also hit the motion slant. I'll show you that right here. Hit the motion slant there to Jackson, and that's a nice solid pickup. Same thing if they run a cover 3, we're going to look to hit the same things against cover 3, the drag and the motion slant, like so. Not going to show the drag because that's pretty self-explanatory. Now, if they play man, this is a very good play against man, because everything on the play is going to beat man. Obviously, the motion slant and the drag will beat man. That's pretty self-explanatory. We know that. But now we have this corner route, and this corner route cuts a little bit sharper than most corner routes, so it usually gets a lot more separation, and it's very deadly against man. And then we also have the little glitchy speed in from our tight end, Jordan Reed. Now, if you remember the first play, pivot fork, we have one of those in routes from the left guy, which is Deshaun Jackson, but now on this play we have it from Jordan Reed. So we have the ability to have that route on both sides of the field. And I guess I didn't slant him there. I was trying to show the motion slant, but I guess the hot route didn't register, so let me do it one more time. Motion slant to Deshaun Jackson, and that's money against man all day. Now the last thing is going to be the run play, which is in your quick audibles, and it's the halfback base. Pretty good run play this year. You just want to follow your blocks. You don't want to mash turbo. You want to wait till you have hit the hole, and then you want to hit turbo. You don't want to hit it too quickly because then that's going to cause the CPU to block shed. And as you can see, we're getting about 5 yards a pop here. It's a very safe run, very solid run that you want to throw in there, mix it up. Make your opponent have to respect the run. Keep them honest. As you can see, we're getting 5 yards of play. A recommendation here is where Pierre Garçon is in the middle there. You want a pretty good run blocking wide receiver there, which Pierre Garçon is. You don't want to have a guy there with like 30 or 40 run block, because if you do, the defensive end's going to block shit him immediately every time. See there, he's holding his block there on Connor Barwin, but if I would have put like Deshaun Jackson there, for example, he would get block shit every play, and it would completely mess up the run, and I'd be getting hit for no gain. So that's one thing I do recommend with this formation. Whoever your inside left guy is, just make sure he's, high 50s or 60s run block, because it's going to definitely make running the ball a lot easier. So that's the tight doubles on mini scheme. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.